As I've exceeded the age threshold where memory gives way to wisdom, yet wise enough to know that's not true, people often come to me for advice. They ask questions like, what should I do when this happens? What's important in a relationship? Should I marry? Should I ask my parents? Why are we here? What is the meaning of you fill in the blank? I have indeed thought deeply about you fill in the blank, but I'm wise enough to know my answers are just answers, nothing more. I didn't learn them from others. I decided to learn answers the hard way. Whenever I needed advice, my parents gave it to me, whether I wanted it or not. Most of the time, I didn't even know I needed it. Then I would proceed to try things my way. I became masterful at making mistakes. Fortunately, the one bit of advice my father gave me that I listened to was to not make any mistake more than once. This did not stop me, however, from inventing new ways to create the same mistake. I had a long learning curve. One thing my wisdom teaches me is that just about all of his advice turns out to have been correct. One of the last things he told me, ask advice, but do it your way. It'll probably be better anyway, and if not, you'll really learn from it. This means that just about anything I learned was somehow taught to me by my father. So, if you want advice about what to do when this happens, don't ask me, I don't know. Ask my father. He probably has a good idea or two. He retired from at least a dozen jobs. If you want advice about what's important in a relationship, don't ask me, I really don't know. Ask my father. My mother adored him. My mother put up with him. If you want advice about if you should marry or if you should ask your parents, really, don't ask me, I don't know. Ask my father. One job he retired from was interpersonal counseling. If you want advice about why are we here and what is the meaning of you fill in the blank, don't ask me, I don't know. Ask my father. But the asking might be somewhat hazardous. In the year 2015, at age 91, he died from an acute case of job hunting. But there's still some hope. I have a pretty good idea of what he would say. When the time comes for you to ask my father, ask me. I'll try my very best to tell you what his answer would be.